In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to have any manifestation method or technique work for you, and it'll work fast. It won't be a matter of how long is this technique going to take? How is this technique going to work? When is it going to work? It's going to work all the time. You'll start asking yourself, which technique is fun to do? I appreciate you for subscribing right down at the bottom because you know you're getting a breakthrough in every video that I put out. Are you at the point where you're just feeling like, do these manifestation techniques work or not? You're probably feeling doubtful. Well, the truth is, I'm going to break the ice and let you know that they do work. All of them work. It doesn't matter how silly it sounds because some of them may be just off the wall, but they work. They work for some people. From the water technique where you say something positive to the water and then you drink it, that can work. From the 3-6-9 method, that can work. The pillow method where you write your intention and then you put it under the pillow while you sleep, that can work. And I can go off and I can tell you I got a whole new method where you have to get some aluminum foil and fold it like a bracelet and wear it on your arm for 24 hours and then you'll manifest money. Yes, that can work too. It doesn't matter how silly or how crazy or how out there it sounds. All methods work. Even on TikTok, they got witch talk. And they have some very different things on there. So it doesn't matter if you're doing a ritual or if somebody says, hey, there's this potion and you'll manifest abundance when you drink this potion. It all works. It all works. Now, when you're watching people's videos on YouTube and TikTok, and if they tell you a method does not work, that doesn't mean ultimately that it doesn't work for you or anybody else. That is just that person's belief. When you're watching any of these videos, if you're watching my videos or anyone's, you are taking, you're seeing and you're having a full scope of that person's beliefs. That's what you get. Now, it's being at the point where you can realize and have the awareness of, I like that belief, that aligns with me, so I'm going to take on that belief because it resonates with me. When I'm watching these videos on YouTube and TikTok, because I do it all the time throughout my day. I'm always examining and being aware of what beliefs are being presented to me, right? So if you're looking at a method and then somebody, a YouTuber says, or a manifestation coach or whomever, they say this doesn't work. That's not going to work for people. That's just silly. It's not true. It's not 100% true. It can work for you. Now, what I teach my clients and students and what I do on a daily basis all throughout the day is I shift my limiting beliefs so I'll clear the resistance. So I take my inspired actions and that guides me to the different methods and processes that's required for me to be on the fastest path for my manifestation. You get it? For me, it looks a little out there the way I do my manifestations because I don't do the same thing every single day. I can if I want to, but do I want to? Not all the time. Like right now, I'm really into subliminals. So I have been listening to those on a daily basis. But at the same time, I do guided meditations. I do affirmations. I do every now and again, I'll do some scripting, but it seems like it's kind of rare at this point. But I'll do different things. Now, I won't do the same subliminal all the time. I'm not going to sit there and force myself to do a certain subliminal when I'm not feeling it anymore. And that's the thing. When you're doing these different methods, you don't have to. Nobody is holding you against your will telling you got to do this subliminal for 30 days and no other one. It's not like that, right? Lovely souls, you have the power and you have the freedom and the freedom to choose from the abundance of subliminals and guided meditations and methods out there, right? You get to do that. And that's what I do because I'm doing a subliminal right now. And so maybe 3 days later, I will switch to a different subliminal, or if I'm not feeling subliminals anymore, I'll go to a guided meditation. What am I guided to do? And how you know what you're guided to do is by following your inspired action, because my inspired action led me to that subliminal. My inspired action led me to read a certain book today. And I haven't touched this certain book in about 6 months. So I was at 20% reading it. I'm going to pick it up now because I got the inspired action too. Now, it didn't just, these inspired actions happen all throughout the day. Now, the difference is a lot of times the average person may be feeling blocked in that department because you have limiting beliefs that make it seem like it's resistance, that it's something to fear, that there's something wrong with it. So what I teach my clients and students, you become a clear vessel for these inspired actions so that anything you do works for you. You don't have to sit there and try to make things work. You don't have to do that. You don't have to keep trying. You don't have to keep putting in all this effort. You don't have to keep working hard and grinding. That's not our type of energy, right? I know it's not mine. And my lovely followers, we're here for effortlessness, right? And that's what we do. And so I teach you and I show you and I coach you on how to manifest effortlessly by shifting your limiting beliefs, because that's what I specialize in, shifting those limiting beliefs. Because when you understand that part, you can manifest anything around the clock. And what you can do is also have peace of mind. You'll have the strongest emotional resilience. Oh my gosh, since I've been doing this stuff, my emotional resilience has went through the roof, because this is coming from a person that when I was younger and I was in high school in 9th grade, this was a brand new school. So I didn't go to the middle school that these people went to. So a lot of people knew each other already. But in 9th grade, I was that person that was eating lunch in the bathroom. I was so depressed. I had so much anxiety. It was not a fun time at the time. And even prior to that, in middle school, I went through depression. And it's not like it just goes away. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't just go away. It doesn't just poof, pow, be gone. It builds momentum. So then when I went to college, I had a lot of anxiety. So in my adult years, I had really, really bad anxiety, and it prevented me from doing a lot of things. So my point is, though, you don't have to be stuck in this emotion. By clearing your limiting beliefs and shifting them and transmuting that energy, you start to feel good, and you start to realize what's being presented in front of you are a bunch of beliefs. You have beliefs in front of you. And for the average person, you may just be accepting those all the time. So you're just adopting anybody's belief. It doesn't matter. You can see it like this. You go to the grocery store, and then let's say somebody gives you a fruit. You get a fruit. They give you an avocado, but it's all moldy and stuff. Are you going to just take the avocado, or are you going to say, no, thanks? What are you going to do? Most people are just going to say, no, thanks, or put it back. You don't just have to accept it and just take it just because it's given to you and it's being presented to you. You have the power to decide and choose. Hey, I like that belief. I really like that. It resonates with me. So I'm going to take that on. So going back to the main point, the methods. The method doesn't matter. It is your belief in the method that matters. So you don't have to go into it like, oh my gosh, I got to do it like this. I got to do this method to have fast manifestation. You don't have to do that, because that's going to actually slow your manifestation down. If you go on YouTube or TikTok or whatever, and then you put in how to manifest money instantly out of anxiety, because you feel like you got to have this money fast. You need this money to pay for something fast. That's coming out of anxiety. So it's going to do it, more than likely, it's going to slow down and delay the manifestation. as opposed to you going on YouTube. Actually, scratch that. You following your inspired action. If you are guided to look up something on YouTube and it feels exciting to you, oh, it feels exciting to put in this certain method. It feels exciting to know more about this, and then it will lead you to a certain process. It all goes together when you follow your inspired action. Clearing your limiting beliefs, shifting them, and transmuting the energy puts you on the path so you can easily decipher and follow your intuition. You can follow those inspired actions. It's not going to be this whole montage of, should I do this? Am I supposed to do this? How can I do this? You'll just do it because you know it's your inspired action. That's how this works. And if you're watching my videos and you have been watching every single one of them, you know I'm all about the limiting beliefs. I say it in just about every one of my videos because that's what matters. Now, when you're focusing on all this other stuff, that's irrelevant. It's irrelevant if you are placing too much focus on the manifestation. Like you're being obsessed with it. You don't have to do that. That slows down the process, slows down the manifestation, as opposed to you focusing on your limiting beliefs that are being reflected to you all the time. So you obsessing over that manifestation is the result of a limiting belief that you have. Do you see what I'm saying? You're placing the focus where it doesn't need to be, as opposed to what's going on in here. What beliefs are playing out for you? Because all this stuff around you is just beliefs. Now, why are you playing those programs out? Why are you doing that? It kind of goes along the lines of something that I do. So when I get a migraine, what I do is I go onto this app. It has rife frequencies on it. And so they're for different healings, it goes to different ailments that you have. So there's different frequencies for each one. So this is sound healing, or frequency healing. That's what it is. And so whenever I have a migraine, I'll put that on and I will listen to the sequence of those frequencies. And then lo and behold, I don't have a migraine anymore. Now, this frequency healing, this is a method. This is a modality. Now, will it work for every single person? Probably not. But I believe in this. This is something I believe in. I am very much into frequency healing in different sound frequencies. I find it fascinating that how everything in this reality, everything has a certain vibrational frequency. And you can manipulate things, and you can do so much with these different vibrational frequencies if you tap into them, if you understand them. And so that being my take on it, I wholeheartedly believe in the sound healing and the frequency healing. So what works for me may not work for you. Now, you will be led to the different modalities by your inspired actions. I was led to this modality, and I absolutely love it. It can work for you if you're excited to do it and you believe it. Yes, it will work. If not, it may not work for you. I feel you're getting a breakthrough. Is it coming through? This is the biggest thing. Hear me out when I say this, that your beliefs are being reflected to you every single moment of the day. The more you become aware of it, the more power you have. The power to choose, and then it's a power of feeling abundant, right? And the key takeaway to this entire video is be aware. Be aware of every video that you watch. Adopt beliefs that align with you. You don't have to take on somebody's beliefs. If it's not exciting to you, or it makes you feel limited and it makes you feel like, oh, I'm trapped in this box, then don't take it on. You don't have to. You don't have to accept it. Do what's exciting to you. Follow your inspired action. And I have a free training right down at the bottom so you can start shattering your limiting beliefs. And this is how you do it. This is how you become a clear vessel for intuition. So anything you do works for you. Isn't that awesome? And I appreciate you all for looking at this video and subscribing right down at the bottom, because I will see you in the next video, in the next video, in the next one.